Hi everyone, this is Sachin from the Test Chat community, and again we are on the YouTube channel of the Test Chat. So, in continuation with the series of the anniversary special event where we are celebrating our winners, I am with one of the winner of the Test Chat. I mean, in Test Chat itself, he has won a lot of different contests that we had, but he is a winner in a lot of contests overall that testing fraternities are doing. So I would like to welcome Rahul Parwal on the show. Rahul, can you just? All right, guys.
Hi,
Hi,
hi
Rahul.
Sachin. Hello. Thanks for inviting me to this special event.
It is special, and why it is special because we are celebrating the winners that we had in the test chat, and it's the I don't know if it is the coincidence or what, but this is third anniversary of the test chat, and there are three winners that we have, so it's going to be three episodes, and
Wow.
yeah, so. Great. We are going to have a very short discussion, Rahul. I mean, we had a detailed discussion earlier as well with you, and we really want another discussion because the day we met on, we saw you on Tester Speaks then, and today you have grown like multifold, and you are doing a lot of things for the community, for the testing, people, for beginners, for experts, and all. A lot of content that you are creating for people. It's immensely helpful. So we will talk on that, but today my agenda is very short, very crisp, but very important for the community and then to the people who believe in community. And I'll restrict myself to the test chat because it's the anniversary event for us. Do you want to share with people how you like? We know how you came to know about the test chat, but what and how you feel about this community, which is named in front of you itself. The test chat we named when you were there. You were in early 5-10 members, if I'm not wrong. So how you feel
Yes.
when you see this community growing like this?
So, I think initially when we started back on a WhatsApp group, and
Yes.
it used to be like long nights, long day, 24/7 discussions on testing and on all things around testing, which includes people, technology, management, politics, the different controversies associated with testing. And this was the first time when I, in my 4 years career till then, was discussing on core testing issues, topics with so many passionate people. So, first thing that Test Chat did for me was to bring things in the limelight. I mean, bring things which like I thought people should be talking about, but like nobody was talking about them in whatever context and place I was. And when I joined Test Chat, I found like, oh, I mean, there are so many people who love testing, which is very surprising to me because uh, in the context where I mean I had seen, I mean, people were like, oh, I mean, testing is bad, or I mean, I want to move to development. But here I'm talking to people who love testing
Yeah.
and whose idea about testing is totally different. I mean, like how my idea about testing has evolved over the years, uh, from just checking or automation to like more of a skill based job. And I really loved that. So test chat was a eye opener for me. I mean, and I think somehow, I mean, if I will ever write something about my career or how I even got introduced to the idea of career, because like before I met test chat or test chat folks, I used to think of a career as a job. But I mean, this idea that career itself is doesn't mean your job. I mean, career is
Mm.
beyond.
Right.
Career is so much more. I mean, it's about networking, it's about people, it's about thinking, it's about what you want to do, it's about your opinion, and a lot more
Yeah.
possibilities. And I think I got to know all of them through the test chat, which was the first community I joined, which introduced a very big world towards me. And then, I mean, yeah, then you, I mean, follow the steps and you know more. But yeah, that is awesome. And I think the the aim of test chat, which is like to help people, I mean, be vocal about their voice, and I mean, being able to talk without feeling judged, I think that's very important. Because testing, I think, is socially very difficult. And lot of times, I mean, testers are suppressed in teams where
Hmm.
they work. then management. And I think this was the safe space where I could talk about it. And I think if we go back and look into like old discussions, I mean, I think I used to ask like questions on almost all topics, not just, I mean, like how to test this, but like in testing context, like this is the issue I'm getting, or like somebody feels this about testing and what should I do, and so on. So yeah, I mean, really good, awesome eye opener.
That's really great. That I mean, I have seen you talking about TTC on different platform as well, and you're so honest to tell that this was the
Yes.
beginning phase of your career when you
Yes.
joined this. But I remember in your Tester Speak episode, you talked about this term called sense of consumption and sense of projection, right?
Yes.
And so, and the way you are projecting now the things that you have is really great, and we really believe that people have this strength, but then they do not get sometimes the direction, sometimes the platform, sometimes courage to sometimes to decide that they can try and fail and then again try and can look for a success. So these things are really
Absolutely.
not there, but the test chat have been doing good, and people like you are contributing immensely, daily, attentively, carefully, so thoroughly. You reply to people and all those things. So thank you very much for making TTC what it is. But then I also want to talk, and people really want to know about this. I'm sure you have been answering this question to a lot of platforms. Still, I'll ask this: how you do these things? Like you, I don't know if you have mind map in your map of mind where you have all those things that you write blogs, you create content, conferences, replying to people, comments, and then every bit of things that you do. First of all, how you do it, and second is how if somebody wants to do it, like anyone who have does not have content or have content but they do not project it. So what is your advice to these people, how to become someone like you?
Okay. So I mean, even I think that when we look back and when we see that what worked for us, sometimes we just see, I mean, the good parts. And
Hmm.
life is a lot about like failures, and I mean, you learn and evolve and go ahead like that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we never talk about this here, but I'll
Hmm.
tell you, I want to tell everybody. I mean, I've made bad mind maps, I've made terrible mind maps, but
Mhm.
the thing is that I have done mind mapping, for example, at scale, and I've done a lot of things at scale.
Right.
And that is the reason why I mean, the improvement comes. I mean, so if you see like how I used to do anything 3 4 years back and today, I mean, there is improvement just because
Hmm.
I failed a lot and then I did it continuously. Now, why I did it? Because of two reasons. First, I had a fail-safe environment, because I mean, initially when I used to create content, I didn't used to even put it on LinkedIn or like my website. I didn't have a website back then, nor a YouTube channel or anything. So I used to put it in community, right? I mean, just the photograph, and I used to like seek feedback and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was a fail-safe environment. First thing. Second thing, I remember having long discussions on chat one to one as well as in the group about imposter syndrome.
Ah.
And like I remember, I think Brijesh and I think probably Nitin also, they used to talk about imposter syndrome, uh, and they used to say that you should talk more about this, probably do a video. And in those days I used to feel that I know it, but probably I just don't know it to the level, and like if I say about it, probably people will judge me, or probably my office colleagues will judge me, or somebody will
Ah.
judge me. And
Hmm.
this was absolute imposter syndrome. I mean, and then I realized that I mean, this happens with everybody, and this I got to know after I came in community, and then learned to start small. And one reason why I could really do it is for the love in testing that I found. I mean, I mean, I really love testing, and the creativity that it has, and I got introduced to good testing, creative testing through a lot of folks I met in test chat. And then I mean, they introduced me to good creative way of thinking. For example, I met Ajay in test chat, and I mean, I remember I made a mind map of Ajay's talk in a conference which was
Yeah.
sponsored to me by test chat. And
Yeah.
then Ajay said, I mean, I'll Ajay, on after seeing that mind map, he said, I'll sponsor this guy to my workshop.
Okay.
And that's how I met Ajay. And then like we have been collaborating for so long, and I got introduced to skillful testing then, and I even today recommend people to like go and like really learn skillful testing, because the monotonous testing, that's
Hmm.
unfortunately like the mainstream in the market.
Hmm.
That is actually boring. So I mean, if you are doing that, probably you'll feel like bored, and I mean not interested to pursue this even as a profession. But
Yeah.
I mean, the real core essence of testing is very enlightening, and I mean it's very satisfying for.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean that's I think knowing the reality and then doing that, something like that. Yeah.
And that's really a good point. I mean, and the other point, just to extend this, there are people who does not know about it. The thing which we talked about, the James Back classes and the Ajay's class and
Yes.
the things which we do. But there are people who know, but still they do not do. Is also a different segment that we need to make people understand that these are really helpful thing. And you being one of the
Yes.
example of how you can see the journey is really great. So but
Yes.
we all know that there is a lot of things to learn from you, a lot of things
Yes.
to see as part of your work through your website and through your continuous posts on LinkedIn. But just to make this video again a very short because of the format that we have, I
Yes.
quickly want to ask you my last uh, it's not question, just want to know your thought about how you want to see or wish the third anniversary of the test chat community. It's been 3 years and you are part of every single day of this entire journey.
Yes. So I think we have come a long way from where we started with a small group, unorganized discussions, or like just like random things, and to
Hmm.
like a pretty structured, systematic. I mean, and we have today, like I think on Telegram we have multiple channels
Topics, yeah.
where we talk about different topics and so on.
Right.
And I love the fact that even today there are opportunities for beginners. I mean, like new contests coming in, and I think there are like people who have volunteered to mentor others in test chat, and I
Yeah.
mean through test chat, members of test chat. So I want more of that to be there. I want more testing contests to be there, so that when people come and attend testing contests, they learn how like skillful testers actually do. For
Hmm.
example, like the last year's testing contest, where like James and everybody presented their approach of how they tested that app, and
Hmm.
that was really eye opening for me. I mean, that taught me more than what I had done like for the last 3 4 years, and like opened a
Right.
lot of perspective. So I think we have to carry on with that. And one thing that I really want to see now is our website, where we like start putting more content, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is the time for that. Yeah, I think
It is
we
actually the time
need
was
we need a home. Yeah, yeah, we need that
yesterday.
home.
Yeah.
Yes,
It is there. I mean, a lot of things have been already completed, but then you need that one thread to couple those all
yes,
pearls, and then you'll have it. So
yes,
we are also waiting for it. But thank you for this thing mentioning it. And yeah, of course, I mean, everything that the test chat is doing, you are involved in it. You have either won the contest or contributed in them, or being part of it
yes.
some or the other way. You appreciated the test chat very well. So thank you so much, Rahul, for being
Thank you.
with us, and we really wish you will be for long years. And then thank you also to join this quick call. I know it was very short notice and you are busy with your schedules, but you are so generous to come on the call and have it. So thank you, and we
Anytime.
wish you all the best,
Thank you.
and let's have fun. Thank you.
Thanks a
Bye.
lot. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.